JGR Racing is having one of the most dramatic moments of their 2025 NASCAR season. After the clash between car number 11, driven by Denny Hamlin, and car number 54, driven by Ty Gibbs, the team faced serious internal tension. The crash at New Hampshire caused plenty of talk, and now we're all watching to see how the team handles this situation. Joe Gibbs Racing has 4 full-time Cup Series drivers. Denny Hamlin is 43 years old and one of the most experienced racers in NASCAR. Ty Gibbs is just 22 years old and still very early in his career. The other two, Christopher Bell and Martin Truex Jr., also play important roles in the team's performance. When two drivers from the same team collide during the playoffs, it creates a big issue. It not only affects race results, but also damages trust inside the team garage. At New Hampshire, during the early part of the race, Ty Gibbs was racing hard against his teammates. Many thought he was being too aggressive for a race that had more than 250 laps left. Around lap 75, Denny Hamlin lost patience after several close calls and spun Gibbs out. The number 54 car slid off and lost valuable positions. That move created strong reactions online and in the media. Fans saw it as a veteran sending a message to a rookie. Others called it a mistake that could cost the team points in the playoffs. After the race, Joe Gibbs himself, the 84-year-old team owner, called a meeting at the team's headquarters in Huntersville, North Carolina. All 4 Cup drivers were there, along with several senior engineers and managers. The meeting reportedly lasted about 2 hours. It was said to be a closed-door meeting with no cameras or media allowed. The message from the top was clear. What happens inside JGR stays inside JGR. The team wanted to settle the matter privately and show unity before the Kansas race weekend. When reporters asked about the meeting at Kansas Speedway, Denny Hamlin gave short answers. He said the meeting was productive but also confidential. He didn't reveal what exactly was discussed. Christopher Bell gave a nearly identical answer using the same words. That suggested the team had prepared a joint response. It was a sign that the drivers were told to keep things private. However, Ty Gibbs reacted differently. After Saturday's qualifying session at Kansas, several reporters waited to ask him about the incident. According to reports, Gibbs saw the group of journalists and quickly walked to the other end of pit road. He then jumped onto a golf cart and left without saying a word. Veteran reporters like Jeff Gluck and Bob Pockras confirmed this. They tried to ask him questions, but he gave no comment and avoided the cameras completely. This move created a new debate. NASCAR fans and analysts started asking if Ty Gibbs was mature enough to handle the pressure of being a Cup Series driver. In modern NASCAR, drivers represent multi-million-dollar sponsors every weekend. Ty Gibbs carries logos from companies like Monster Energy, Interstate Batteries, and Toyota. These brands expect their drivers to speak with the media and show professionalism, even when things go wrong. Ty Gibbs is known as one of the most talented young drivers in the field. In 2022, he won the NASCAR Xfinity Series Championship with 7 victories. He moved up to the Cup Series in 2023 and finished his rookie year with 2 top 5 finishes and 10 top 10 results. In 2024, he improved, finishing 18th in the final point standings. However, his behavior has often been under the spotlight. Many remember the 2022 Martinsville race, where he wrecked his teammate Brandon Jones and then used a controversial quote saying Jesus was hated too. That incident damaged his reputation, and some believe he has struggled with public image since then. Denny Hamlin, on the other hand, has raced in more than 650 Cup Series races. He has 54 career wins and is chasing his first championship. As a veteran, fans expect him to guide young teammates, but in this case, Hamlin admitted that his emotions got the best of him. The timing of this conflict is critical. The NASCAR playoffs feature 16 drivers in the first round, then cut down to 12, 8, and finally 4 for the championship race. Each stage includes 3 races. Kansas was part of the round of 12, with only 2 races remaining before the field shrinks to 8. Every point matters. If teammates fight instead of working together, they risk losing spots in the standings. A single wreck can cost 30 or more points. That's the difference between advancing and being eliminated. Joe Gibbs Racing has a strong history at Kansas Speedway. Between 2013 and 2024, the team collected more than 10 Cup wins there. Christopher Bell won there in 2023, and Denny Hamlin has won multiple times as well, including in 2019 and 2020. So expectations were high for all four drivers. But now, everyone was watching how Hamlin and Gibbs would race each other. Many experts believe Ty Gibbs needs to show more accountability. They say being a great driver is not just about speed and skill, but also about emotional control. NASCAR races are long, often 400 or more miles, and last for over 3 hours. Drivers face pressure from rivals, teammates, pit crews, and sponsors. Handling all that with calmness is part of the job. When a driver refuses to face the media, it can look like he's avoiding responsibility. It's also worth noting that JGR is a family-run team. Ty Gibbs is the grandson of team owner Joe Gibbs. That connection brings both opportunity and pressure. Some people believe he gets special treatment. Others think it makes him a bigger target for criticism. Either way, his behavior is judged more closely than most drivers. Looking at the numbers, Ty Gibbs has started over 70 Cup races so far, with a best finish of second place. He's led more than 200 laps in total, and his average finish this season is around 15th place. Those numbers show he's competitive but still developing. Denny Hamlin, in comparison, has 19 seasons with at least one win. His career average finish is around 13th. Experience and maturity take years to build. Last week in New Hampshire, Team Penske had one of its best collective showings of the season. Ryan Blaney secured a key win, giving him automatic advancement security. Joey Logano finished inside the top 5, gaining strong stage points across both stages, and Josh Berry, though no longer in the playoffs, showed impressive pace. This combination of speed and strategy allowed Logano to move 24 points above the playoff cut line heading into Kansas. That cushion is helpful, but in NASCAR's playoff format, 24 points can disappear fast after one bad race or a DNF. Logano knows that staying above the line depends on clean runs and consistent finishes. Despite that strong performance in New Hampshire, doubts remain about Logano's long-term playoff potential. He currently sits behind other contenders in total playoff points. When the field resets after each round, that puts him at a disadvantage. To make the championship 4 at Phoenix, he'll need not just consistency, but also high finishes or stage wins to counterbalance the gap. His team knows the challenge because Phoenix suits him well. If Logano reaches that final race, he would likely be one of the favorites to win the title, possibly alongside teammate Ryan Blaney. But getting there will require surviving Kansas, Talladega, and the Charlotte Roval. As always, don't hesitate to comment down your thoughts on this situation. And while you're down there, make sure to smash that subscribe button as well.